The changing face of 19th century Europe. The 19th century was a period of dramatic transformation, reshaping every aspect of European society and setting the stage for conflicts that would alter the continent's political and military landscapes. Industrialization became the driving force behind this transformation, introducing technological advancements that redefined work, transportation, and warfare. The invention and improvement of the steam engine, first used in England in the early 18th century, became a catalyst for an unprecedented industrial boom when James Watt introduced the steam condenser in 1769. This innovation drastically increased the efficiency of machines in coal and iron ore mines, fueling a surge in production. As mines produced more raw materials, the demand for steel and other manufactured goods grew, creating a self-perpetuating cycle of industrial expansion. One of the most revolutionary applications of steel was the construction of railroads, which transformed transportation across Europe. In 1825, northern England witnessed the launch of its first railway line for passengers and freight, reducing travel times that once took weeks to mere days. Within a few years, this railway revolution spread to France and the German states, connecting regions and accelerating trade. By the mid-19th century, France's rail network had expanded from 1,800 kilometers to an astonishing 17,500 kilometers, with Germany following a similar trajectory. The military quickly recognized the strategic advantage of railways, allowing armies to mobilize and deploy faster than ever before. Railroads, along with advancements in steel production at massive facilities like Prussia's Krupp Works, supported the creation of modern warships, artillery, and breech-loading rifles, fundamentally altering military tactics. Beyond war, industrialization reshaped society. Towns mushroomed into industrial cities as people flocked to factories in search of work, and everyday life became faster-paced and more interconnected. Cities like Manchester, which had just 35,000 residents in 1750, grew to over 250,000 by 1841, illustrating the massive demographic shifts driven by industrial growth. Coalfields in central England, northern France, Belgium, the Ruhr, and Silesia became hubs of industrial activity, linked by the railways that seemed to conquer both space and time. In this new world, the economy, transportation, and military power became intertwined, heralding a new era of industrialized society. Steam, steel, and the dawn of modern warfare. The rise of industrial technology not only transformed civilian life but also revolutionized the way wars were fought. The steam engine enabled faster movement of goods and people, while steel production provided the material foundation for modern weaponry. Factories like Krupp in Prussia produced massive quantities of steel for cannons, rifles, and warships, equipping armies capable of unprecedented levels of destruction. The introduction of breech-loading rifles and artillery made 19th-century battlefields deadlier than anything seen before, forcing military strategists to rethink tactics and logistics. Railroads amplified this effect by allowing large armies to be transported quickly to the front lines, ensuring that wars could be fought over greater distances and on a larger scale. Yet industrialization was not without its social consequences. Cities swelled as rural populations migrated to work in factories, often living in overcrowded, unsanitary conditions. The working-class neighborhoods of industrial cities like Manchester and the Ruhr became the backbone of labor forces that fueled both economic growth and military mobilization. The new industrial proletariat lived under harsh conditions, dangerous jobs, long hours, and low wages were common, and life expectancy in factory districts rarely exceeded 40 years. Prussian writer Friedrich Engels famously documented these conditions in Manchester, describing smoke-blackened buildings, polluted rivers, and homes so dilapidated that they resembled animal shelters more than human dwellings. Engels' observations underscored a growing divide between the bourgeoisie, the property-owning industrialists, and the exploited working class, a gap that would later inspire radical political thought and social movements across Europe. Industrialization, therefore, was a double-edged sword. It accelerated technological progress and economic growth while producing immense social inequality and human suffering. Industrialization beyond production, communication, and culture. While railroads and steel transformed industry and warfare, other technological advances reshaped communication and culture. The telegraph, powered by electricity, allowed messages to travel faster than ever before, shrinking the effective size of Europe and connecting continents. By 1860, a transatlantic cable linked Europe and the United States, enabling near-instantaneous communication across oceans. News from abroad could now reach the public within hours, creating the foundations of a global information network and changing journalism forever. Telegraphy also revolutionized military command, allowing leaders to transmit orders quickly and coordinate complex operations across vast distances. In the Crimean War, for example, messages from Paris could reach the Russian front in just one day, a remarkable improvement over previous methods. Electricity, meanwhile, illuminated towns and cities, powering factories and homes and spurring further innovation. Beyond industrial and military applications, these developments also influenced daily life. The growth of railways enabled tourism, as people with the means to travel could explore regions that were once inaccessible. Advances in medical science and agricultural productivity reduced the prevalence of famine and disease in industrialized nations. Industrialization, therefore, reshaped Europe's social and cultural landscape as profoundly as it altered its economy and military capabilities. The 19th century was increasingly defined by speed, connectivity, and unprecedented access to knowledge and mobility, creating opportunities and challenges for every segment of society. The human cost of industrial progress. The rapid technological and economic growth of the 19th century came at a heavy human cost, particularly for the working class. Millions of textile workers, farm laborers, and craftsmen saw their livelihoods replaced by mechanized processes, forcing them into industrial cities in search of employment. Jobs in factories were often hazardous, with poor ventilation, long hours, and unsafe machinery contributing to illness and injury. Children were not exempt from this labor system, frequently working alongside adults in grueling conditions. The combination of poverty, disease, and pollution created densely populated slums with high mortality rates, forming the social environment described by Engels and other social critics. The emergence of this industrial proletariat marked the birth of a new social class, whose grievances fueled political debates and radical movements. In 1848, Engels and Karl Marx published the Communist Manifesto, introducing concepts such as class struggle, surplus value, and the idea that the owners of production, the bourgeoisie, exploited the working masses. The manifesto challenged established social and economic hierarchies, arguing for a more equitable distribution of wealth and political power. These ideas, born from the suffering of the industrial workforce, would resonate across Europe, inspiring revolutions and labor movements in the decades to come. Industrialization, then, was not merely a story of technological progress, it was also a story of social upheaval, inequality, and the human cost of modernization. Nationalism and the rise of new political ideas, while industrialization reshaped society. Another powerful force was taking hold across Europe: nationalism. The French Revolution of 1789 had introduced the concept of the nation as a political entity, where citizens shared a common language, culture, and history, rather than merely being subjects of a monarch. Napoleon's conquests spread these ideas across Europe, inspiring people to consider their own identities in terms of nationhood. By the mid-19th century, nationalist movements were flourishing in Italy, the German states, Hungary, and divided Polish territories. These movements sought to create independent states that reflected the cultural and linguistic unity of their populations, often clashing with established dynasties and foreign occupiers. In the German territories, the Holy Roman Empire had dissolved in 1806, leaving a patchwork of independent states. While Austria and Prussia emerged as dominant powers, many middle-class Germans and intellectuals advocated for a united Germany, inspired by the revolutionary ideals of liberty and citizenship. Songs, literature, and political discourse promoted the idea of a German fatherland. Yet the diversity of religions, dialects, and regional loyalties complicated the formation of a cohesive national identity. Nationalism, therefore, emerged as both a unifying and divisive force, offering a powerful ideology that would drive political reform, wars of liberation, and eventually, the unification of nation-states in Europe. Combined with the social upheaval caused by industrialization, nationalism created an environment ripe for conflict and change. The transformation of Europe and the road to war. The technological, economic, social, and political transformations of the 19th century earned it the title, The Transformation of the World. Industrialization created mass society, reshaped cities, and forged the modern working class, while new ideologies like communism and nationalism challenged existing political structures. The rapid pace of change, coupled with the rise of industrial armies and modern weaponry, set the stage for conflicts that would determine Europe's future. The Franco-Prussian War of 1870 to 1871 emerged against this backdrop, pitting France against Prussia and the German states in a struggle that would redefine the balance of power on the continent. The war would be fought by soldiers shaped by industrial society, armed with weapons produced in massive factories and coordinated through modern communication networks. The social and political movements that had emerged over the preceding decades influenced both the leaders and the people, making the war not only a military confrontation but also a clash of ideologies. Understanding the Franco-Prussian War, therefore, requires grasping the broader context of the 19th century, a world transformed by industry, technology, and ideas, a world in which the pace of change had accelerated beyond anything previously experienced. It was in this dynamic and often turbulent environment that glory and defeat were defined, shaping the course of European history and leaving legacies that would influence the modern world. Documentary series like Glory and Defeat invite audiences to explore this complex period in depth, providing insight into how industrialization, nationalism, and social change combined to produce one of Europe's most consequential conflicts. By examining these forces, we can better understand not only the Franco-Prussian War but also the broader currents that shaped modern Europe and indirectly the world.